What's your opinion? This I want Tucker and Blame Truth to weigh in on
Yes.
starting a YouTube channel / streaming career now. Easier than it was when you started, or what are the challenges newer people face that you didn't have to care about?
It's super easy if you have tits.
Money.
Oh,
Tits and money. Tits and money.
I think
You
money
go first. I got the second one.
All right. I've actually had a few female friends break into streaming, and I've told them, verbatim, I've told them, okay, wear some low cut tops and don't play games. Just do chatting. And they would do that, and they would see good success, and they try to branch out to games or dress normally, and their views would plummet. And I'm like, I'm not fucking making this up. Like, Twitch is not to bash Twitch, because I love Twitch, but it's full of lonely simps. Lonely simps. Yeah.
So, Tucker, did you see our good friend and your associate, Lumi, showing a bit of skin the other day on Twitter?
Nope.
I'll help you out.
Tucker, what's your take on the... I'll go. Let me go second. I'll go in the middle.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll go third.
I think that it's a little easier to start now. I think that the kind of money that like a mid-level streamer, you know, the third biggest guy in his game or fifth biggest guy in his game makes is parallel to like a titan of YouTube from 2013 would make. That it's possible to earn an actual living and have an actual streaming career now without being like Summit or Ninja or Shroud or, you know, one of the titans.
Mhm.
Whereas before, like you were either them or it was a hobby. Now there's so many more viewers. Viewers are trained to pay, right? People didn't willingly give up $2 a pop all the time back in the day. Now it's like, if you like the content, then support the content creator, and it's kind of built into the Twitch culture. And that wasn't the case back in the day. If people found out you were advertising, they were very mad at what a money whore you were. Now that's what you're doing. So I think that there's more money to be made as a non-Titan now, and it makes it has more open doors.
Yeah, I want to Tucker. I want your take for sure.
Yeah.
I think Woody's sentiment was right in that there is a more accessible pool of money. I like to think of streaming as like a infinite pool of money, and I know that sounds awful, but like, just let me quantify it, right? You have it, right? It is very accessible in that if you are someone who is either, what are you pouring into your...
Mylanta for heartburn.
All right, look, I think that yes, inherently the floor for people that are trying to use Twitch and or other platforms as like an objectifiable, like, I am attractive and let me earn money. The floor for that, the barrier of entry, is super low. It's a webcam, right? You plug that fucker in, you're in 1080p. Like, whatever you want to do, you're good to go. It doesn't matter if you want to stream somebody else's content, your gameplay. It's the barrier of entry is one Logitech C920, right?
Yeah.
However, I think that especially with the group of people that we have in this phone call, the longevity, the ability to build from whatever you are taking opportunistic leaps into, that has stayed the same for the entirety of the time we've all been doing this. If you are an attractive female who is good at video games, hell yeah, you're infinitely better off than somebody who is an unattractive male who's good at video games, right? That's just welcome to it. Like, the demographic of people that are consuming content are just interested in that. That's how the demographics work. You got 90% male, no shit, an attractive female who's as good as somebody who's ugly and equally as good is not going to get the same content. I will
say this. I'll butt in and say that one of the reasons I wanted to get in better shape and stuff is because I wanted sugar mamas on my Twitch stream.
And you want to eventually paint your tits on stream.
I do. In fact, I'm going to as soon as I get low enough body fat. Yeah, it's happening.
Nice.
You need to quadruple your body
feed
fat.
Blame Truth.
Get you some booties.
From Blame Truth and Tucker, the two pro streamers. I'm very new to Twitch and streaming. And I already had a couple close calls. But what would you recommend someone like me do to really seize the day and be successful with
Your views are good, dude. Like,
What are
views
your
good.
views? What are your views?
Usually I get if I play a game, it's less, but usually if I'm like just chatting, it's like a good deal over 500.
Everybody needs to stop using just like that section as like a metric for their like audience retention. Just chatting is like it's like a watermill of like, hey, I'm just watching some shit. Like, let me go hang out. But like, you need to do like a bunch of different games and then get like an assessment for like
An array of people.
Why is just
Yeah.
chatting a
Here's the
bad
thing.
way to
I
judge
just-
your channel success?
I'll answer that after just
Yeah,
I
I
was,
was-
question as well.
I was gonna say I disagree with that. Actually, I think you should roll with just chatting and do sort of a scheduled, almost like a one-man podcast with your Twitch viewers.
how
And
often.
that's
And maybe
kind of
take-
what I'm doing.
Maybe
And
take questions for like money, like bits. Monetize shit.
See,
Yeah.
I do answer all the donation and bit questions and shit, or at least address them. But like I'm engaging with my chat the whole time. Like I'm still
Yeah.
to the point like you pop into Tucker's feed and there's no way to engage with the chat. It moves so
You
fast you
dumb
can't even fucking
Fuck,
read
I
anything.
engage so hard.
I mean,
I'm
there's no way to engage
Yeah.
easily. It's going so fast. Whereas like if like a really good stream that I have is like 800 people. That's really fucking good. More normal is like 500. And like I like shooting the shit with them because they're like fans of this show and fans of me, and so their sense of humor I think is funny. And like,
Every so my two very separate topics. All right. Number one, the idea of you not being able to communicate with your stream is a it's like a climate thing. So when you remember when I was like, oh, you raid me, like like your entire community is about to get timed out for the entirety of your raid. Like that's solely because of my like emote spam blacklist. Like I just don't need to see 300 emote spams from one guy, right? Like I want somebody.
and I'm not trying to be a dick when I raid you. I don't know the rules. Like, I
It's
don't know how it
not.
works.
There's no rules, and that's like a very you bring it up like that's something that people don't stream often. Kind of feel like, oh, there's got to be some like legality, some rules behind. No, like your community is your community. That's why like when you raid me, I'm like, all right, boys, strap in. We're gonna talk about a little bit of real sweet kids and absolutely no other things, right? Like you handle it and you right, but like the be all end all is that like if you're in just chatting and you have maybe once a week this consumable content, I do the same thing every Friday. I just go through Reddit and I'll like look at meme videos. That's fine. But I firmly believe you cannot build a oh god, this sucks. A product on just chatting, right? Like you have to have some sort of monetizable aspect around yourself that is not indicative of other people's content. So if you're watching other people's YouTube videos, great. That's Tosh.0. That's Rob Dyrdek's what is that? Ridiculousness. There's a billion shows. That's Conan. You're a talk show host. But you can't do that 7 days a week.
So I think I've got a little bit of experience with this just from a different arena. You know, what I did, it's like, if we can monetize what's in the video as much as what the video is about, like you can quadruple your revenue stream. So like, if I'm shooting a specific gun or shooting a specific kind of ammo or wearing this hat, if you ever saw me wear a hat, I was getting paid to wear that fucking hat. I don't wear hats, you know. If I'm wearing these, I was getting paid for the pants I wore, for shirts. If you didn't see me wearing a shirt with my name on it, I was getting paid to wear it, you know.
True.
So if I mention a product ever, pretty much, especially if I'm really being nice about it, I'm getting paid to do it. The way to do that, now there's a couple ways to do that. Obviously, if you're in the gaming arena, eventually, if you're big enough, you see Shroud constantly getting just paid cash to play a game, or sponsored by this keyboard or that mouse or this headset or that mic. All those things are possible, but those you can go beyond that, because gaming isn't. You're not an expert gamer. What you're good at is being personable and being you,
Lifestyle.
and your personal interests might be of some value. If you worked out and you had 10,000 people watching you lift weights, and then you showed good enough results that people thought that you were at least a good example for how they could get those same results. Now the kind of weights that Taylor use matter, not just the type of brand of weights that Taylor use matter. What kind of protein powder is that guy on?
You got it. You nailed it.
Should I do workout streams where I stream myself like bench pressing and shit?
Dude,
but
yes.
No,
absolutely. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm like, yes, absolutely. And he's like,
no, fuck blame true. No, yes, I agree. You should do it just for your own sake. And no, I don't agree that that is a verifiable way of you building like your network, right? Like,
yeah, no, like, I genuinely appreciate all this advice, as successful as you are. So like you would say, branch out, play different games, try and almost create like a little niche for yourself in all of those little areas, and then that as an amalgamation will be enough to carry you to the next level.
If I can give you and I'm so sorry, Poke, if I can give you like a targeted start to finish of what you specifically should look for, and anyone else, look at Poke Lulz, POKEL. LAWLS, Pokelawls. Yeah, POKELAWLS. All right, so this man plays with like XQC and Soda Poppin', and he streams like VR content, and he does Tarkov, and he does fucking just chatting streams. It depends on like, what do you want from your stream? If you have the inherent ability to earn revenue from your stream, then it is way different from like Todd, who's in like Massachusetts, that just wants to like have some fun, right?
Yeah, so no, I would like to make it lucrative, because eventually, like,
right,
it'd be fun to do this a lot more.
Right, exactly. So Poke is one of those people that just understands like, hey, people. And you, Taylor, are in the same subset as like, hey, people just like watching you be you. Like, I want to see Taylor order out at a Taco Bell at 3 a.m. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like great Taylor, but it's going to be Taylor doing his right. So,
yeah, I have like a personality based fan base. And so the reason that I turned away from the gaming thing initially is like I did a gaming stream and I had like maybe 300 to high 200s, low 300s. Well, see, like, I'm new to it. I don't know. I was looking at viewership as kind of a metric of what you should be looking at. I do that. And
Twitch is not viewership based.
I don't know. I don't know.
I was gonna say, I agree. Don't look at viewership, because I don't get the most viewership, but I have like a fucking cult. Basically, like
PKA is a cult. You guys,
I mean,
this is literally running a cult. It's actually alarming.
Legally, we can allow to say that.
No, we prefer to call it a church, because
that's how we avoid taxes.
It feels like a cult. It is not a cult. I am so accessible.
Cults pay taxes. Churches don't. Stop using the fucking cult word.
You should be able to not pay taxes. That shit sucks.
You pay taxes?
My man paying taxes.
Where's the painkiller already non-taxable income?
Yeah. So Tucker, you would say, branch out, play different games, kind of like put your finger in a bunch of different pies and keep it variety based more than focusing on the actual viewership.
Are you capable of it's like two tiers. Like, are you going to be okay? And that's like a royal you, Kyle, and Woody. Like, are you guys okay with just doing what you're doing right now? Because if so, all of you can make a living doing whatever you're doing, painkiller already, game streams, whatever. You're fine. Like you can do.
Well, I can't. I still work normal day jobs and shit. It would be awesome if I ever got to the point that I could turn Twitch into a thing.
If you're poor, just let me know.
I'm poor compared to you guys, but I do well for the average guy.
No. I'm sorry.
I'm retired.
I was being very. Yeah, I know.
I know you're being a dick.
45. You don't have to tell me. Yeah. Yeah. Like Woody and Kyle and the entire show you guys have built up is an incredible. It's a great formula on how to like make consumable content that people pay for. If you want to get on retirement money, like Twitch is absolutely the easiest way to do so. However, the way that you're approaching it is too harsh. I don't want to say hard. Like there's edgy content on Twitch and you have a place to thrive. However, like I feel like you get a chuckle off of something super racist and you're like,
yeah, I think our fan base would
35 to 40% further.
Our fan base would revolt if we became Twitch friendly.
You don't have to, but that's
you don't have to be Twitch friendly. You can
if we were to go on Twitch, we would. Maybe I misunderstood what you were saying.
I'm Twitch friendly when I'm on Twitch.
You cannot stream this. What we are doing currently is not Twitch friendly, despite the fact that this episode is largely
more Twitch friendly than average. Although we were pretty excited about Heather's return.
Yeah, we haven't been.
Heather was doing her. This is where this is your Patreon. This is like your direct funding. This is your NPR. Hey, we're raising money for you to continue to listen to this. That doesn't mean that you are, all three of you, or four, I guess, are incapable of segmenting yourself into like very profitable subsets of that. Twitch, like people very much are like, Twitch super SJW, like they're honestly not that bad. You're just
dude,
really trying to
didn't answer the question.
They're really not that bad. Like I've had a couple of honest slip ups on my stream, like just really honest things where I'm watching something that,
that's okay.
Not honest. You're just racist.
Honestly, I'm gonna say
this was not the racist part. This is a nudity part.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Those things, fine.
If you, I've had that happen
I'm not
before
watching
too.
Racist shit.
It's mainly if your viewers actually report you. If they like you, it's cool. Like I've actually opened up fucking like hentai videos somebody sent me as a joke, or I've watched.
Let's circle back to the question. We've gone so far off topic. Is it easier or harder now to start a streaming career?
I'd say it's harder unless you are already established on another platform, which you are. So I mean, you have an advantage. I mean, or if you're not a hot girl.
I prefer Tucker's version where it's easier because it's encouraging to me.
It is easier. I will stand firmly. I understand your idea of like, man, if you're a girl, you're like instantly gating yourself to like 100 views. That's not wrong.
Tucker,
no,
I had a girl on. We were gonna I was gonna do a drinking stream, and she was like, "I want to come on." So I was like, "If you come on, you're gonna make me like an extra $300. You know that, right?" And she's like, "What? Why?" And I'm like, "Because you exist." Like, and she came on, and we made $450 that night. $450 in fucking tips. And I'm like, I fucking told you. Like,
and what did that person do?
What did that person do?
Probably just exist.
Where's her
as a
Twitch
woman
stream?
online.
She didn't make one. She works.
Great. So it's irrelevant. like my. Yes. I will reiterate what I said earlier. The floor of streaming is very low. Get yourself a 720p 30 FPS webcam for $60, and you could probably pull 4,000 viewers in Twitch just chatting if you really wanted to be like, "Hey, my pussy out." like you probably could, right?
Yeah.
However, all of the people in this call have been doing this for 10 years. At minimum, right? Every single one of us, right?
Yeah.
None of us are doing this at minimum because like the opportunity was there and we wrote it and then that was that. Like the important value here is, yes, you can be a female and get more viewers right now on Twitch, but like in 3 months, in 6 months, what about in a year? Like, what are you doing that's going to keep somebody there with you? For every person in here,
the novelty
better for
wears
worse,
off a bit, right?
Right. For better for worse, like people still remember Kyle's fucking 2-armed AA-12 videos, right? Like
that video
people-
rocked. I will
It
never
did.
forget that video.
It did,
Great video,
and
yeah.
people still remember Woody's Minecraft server, and we still remember your fucking COD video. Like there is
Nobody remembers my shit. You don't have to try.
Taylor played zombies that one time.
I remember
Played
Taylor
zombies.
making it to level 5.
Right.
I remember making multiple videos in a row, of the same content, the same video shit of me talking over it differently, and everyone's like, "Yeah, nobody actually gives a shit what you're playing, dude. Just like make jokes for us. This is kind of a background thing."
What also got me about those videos, it was funny to me because like it's one thing if like you made level 123 and you wanted to use that twice. That's not what
Right.
happened. You made level 7. Just used it again.
And he just ran it back. He's like, we'll get him better this time.
Because at some point I realized 0% of my audience gave a shit what game I was playing. They wanted to hear me make fun of retarded shit
you
on the internet and be a
realize-
silly man.
You realized you were the Conan O'Brien of Call of Duty, or like the Jimmy Kimmel, or like
Yeah,
the,
like that, but like 10 levels more pathetic.
right, and not as fat as Jay Leno, but like you're still
getting there.
working on it.
Jay Leno fat? Is Jay Leno fat?
He's got
What
a
the
big
hell?
head.
hell?
Leno's
Post-show
a
he
thick
is.
fella.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jay
Similar
Leno.
head.
but yeah,
All I'm saying is that
Fat Leno.
Twitch is easy to get into, way easier than using like your Hauppauge HD PVR to
oh, for
use
sure.
Flash Media encoder and screen cap to live
Or your
stream
Dazzle
on Ustream.
HD. Yeah.
Dazzle.
All of those just awful, right? Way easier. The barrier of entry for you to go, I want to stream to I am streaming. You can stream on your PS4 or your Xbox, right?
Mhm.
But like
Yeah.
the ability to make it a career or like a meaningful income source is infinitely way worse. I think that it's easy to get involved in all, like the amount of artists, tangent, people, like all of the musicians that I talk to, like they
Uh-huh.
can't play they can't play shows anymore. So like, yeah, I just want to like live stream myself playing this set. I'm like, cool, what are you gonna do next week? Like, play the same set.
Probably the same set again.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, what about the next week? Probably the same set. Like, why?
Tucker,
Like, who the
Tucker, I gotta thank you. You've been a real resource for me when it comes to Twitch because I'll literally just
I got
DM
you, brother.
Tucker on Twitter and be like, I'm like,
Some
hey,
of the
can I
shit you
call
said-
people retarded? And he's
And I
like,
was
yeah,
like,
you can probably
oh,
do
yeah, you
dude.
can probably do it, but like,
when Taylor rated me, I was so happy because I was like, these people aren't gonna mind that I call shit retarded. I can just fucking say it. I was so happy because like some people will raid me and they have very PG streams and they raid me while I'm just like motherfucking piece of shit, like retarded ass bitch. You know,
You
and they're
are
like,
not gonna offend my chat.
Yeah, I-
Maybe viewers are like, yeah, we
I'm
understand they're
terrified.
retarded, but
When
what
I see
race
a-
were they?
Fucking Taylor Army, we're storming beaches. We're strong. We're not the biggest army, but we're the strongest, most resilient
Dude,
army. And we
literally,
say
I'm
all
sitting
the
there
words.
I'm like all of the words that Taylor would tell his people to spam. They're all blacked out, and my entire channel is like, user was muted, user was muted, user.
I literally tell people as I'm rating people like you, Tucker, I'm like, guys, please be well behaved. I'm just trying to help my friend Tucker.
I just-
Just be nice over there. And they'll be like, fucking F-slur retard.
It is
Come on,
like
guys,
the
I'm
best. It's like me and you are the like I'm the dad and you're like the fun uncle, and like sometimes like we're at a wedding and all of a sudden they're like, hey, get them away from each other, and then we're just like in the like fucking house just pounding beers, just yelling, being irresponsible, and everybody's like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know.
Dude, if you ever rated my chat, all of your viewers would be like, what the fuck is happening in here? What's going on? Why is everybody
nice.
so mean?
Yeah, anybody that says Twitch is like a non accepting place is just stupid. All right, Twitch is very hands off. They will let you do literally whatever you want to do. Just don't be that stupid. Just be like Taylor stupid.
Just be my level of I accidentally on Twitch the other day, I was watching because we did a bit years or probably a year ago on the show about bug chasers. You guys remember that one?
Sure.
Where it was a bunch of you weren't here for that, Tucker. It's a bunch of gay guys
Yeah, I wasn't.
who like want to get HIV, and so they're chasing the bug, like bug chasers.
No
And so
way.
they'll like go to parties and specific things where it's like, hey, this is a pause load
They're
party.
trying to catch 'em all.
Everybody come get paused up, catch them all. And so people would do that. And I found a documentary on YouTube called
No
The
way.
Gift. The Gift, where it was a bunch of gay
This
guys
is a
trying to
real
get
thing?
HIV. It was a real thing. It's a real thing. Yeah, it's fucking despicable. And I
God,
watched
we should all
the
die. All of
documentary.
us, every human. All of us
We don't deserve. Let turtles or some shit take it over.
Holy
and
shit.
I watched it on my stream, and it was like, it's on YouTube, like it's fair use, it's fine. And it was, there was like a little
Was it fair
fucking,
use?
you know how fucking documentaries are.
Taylor goes, he says in the comments, no copyright intended. I'm good to play this video.
It's on Netflix.
I was fine to play.
I mean,
I
you're
was fine to play
fine.
the video. It was fine.
Okay.
It fair use. And I played it. It was on YouTube, and we were like 20 minutes into this, like an hour documentary on Twitch, and then it was showing some like gay montage of the community of the time, and one of the pictures was of a DVD cover of gay porn, but it was very prominently shown, and it had a guy sitting back like this with his dick out, coming all over the face of another man. And I was reading the chat at the time, and then I just started seeing a bunch of TOS, 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 and I was like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about? It's just a YouTube document." I had to go back and check. Turns out that that guy was being facialized, and I had to delete that VOD. But
Yeah, I
other than
delete
that,
a lot
we're
of
going
VOD.
strong on my channel.
Twitch is the least anti.
They're lenient.
Like,
Yeah, they're lenient.
If it's like about
I
a
feel like-
gay documentary, I feel like they wouldn't hit me for it.
Listen,
it's education.
the amount of shit that I have also watched on my Twitch stream and other people have, like there is a raging Kotaku hard on for like anti-Twitch shit, but like I've watched some very suspect stuff, and that shit lives on my channel to this day. And I feel like
I'm
people are
very
just
happy
trying
to
to
hear
get
that.
mad.
Yeah,
Twitch is
Like, and
great.
Chiz, I
They
didn't show tits on
understand their
purpose.
shit. Go ahead.
What,
I was saying,
tits?
Chiz, I did not show tits on purpose. That was another video that happened to show them. It was about it was a gay protest video, and then it just so happened they had their tits out. So
I'm just saying, dude, it's a
not my
Twitch
fault.
meme to see somebody fucking Ricardo throwing it back, his American ass.
yeah,
No. I like Twitch.
I'm having a ton of fun on Twitch so far. Like it's great. Like having the immediate feedback of the audience, and I
Twitch
like
is the-
everybody in my streams. Like they're
Mhm.
they're cool. They're chill. They make funny ass jokes. I love it.
Twitch is the only way for Woody wants to end the topic. Twitch is the only way to enjoy like a one-on-one conversation with somebody that you're inherently like watching or doing anything with.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.